Hi, friends. Hi, friends. Hey, guys. Hey. How's it going? Hi, hi, hi. Hi, Beats. How are you? Hi, Kim. Hi. How are you guys? I don't have my music on yet because I figured I didn't want it to be too overwhelming once we merge with Dani. It's good. I had a really good Saturday. We went to Union Station today. We went to Union Station today. Chiefs by 10. Thanks, Jacob. They have a bunch of like photo ops set up at Union Station. They had a replica Lombardi trophy and MVP trophy out there. Some jerseys on display, stuff like that. So it was really fun. I'm really excited for the Super Bowl. I ordered a bunch of like, here in Kansas. Cool, Jacob. I love that. Go Chiefs for sure. We ordered a bunch of decorations for our Super Bowl party. So I have a friendship bracelet banner coming. It says in my Super Bowl era. And just some like really cute decorations. I'm good, Alexandra. I'm like excited. Well, so like first off, we have the Grammys tomorrow, right? So I'm super excited for the Grammys. And I want to talk to Dani about like what we expect her to wear, who we expect her to go with. Thank you so much, Hoppy. Hey, Ro. Hey, is it Carrie? Yes. I almost read it like Carl for a second. I was like, oh my God, no, I don't think that's Carl. Carrie. Yes, me too. Hey. I am, very excited for the Grammys. I feel like, whatever she wears is going to be incredible. I'm just really excited. She's sitting with Lana and Jack. I did see that. We have like a new setup tonight, you guys, right? Is it my first live? I think it is. I had a couch here before and I used to set you guys on my coffee table so you're a little below me. And so I found these cute vintage chairs. So I have these vintage like wingback chairs now as a set. And you guys are on the table in between them instead. So it's a little more comfortable for me. Oscar de la Renta posted that a black and white gown a while back. She would be gorgeous. Yeah. I know this way I get to showcase my reputation. I don't have anything like signed from Reputation, and I don't think I ever will, to be honest, unless she does a signed Reputation Taylor's version thing. But so what I did is I didn't have the banner or anything. I found a girl online that sold a PDF copy of the tour poster that I went to, and I just printed it at like Kinko's or something, FedEx Kinko's. And then this is the Denver tour patch. And then I just put some Reputation confetti in the frame. And so that's my like, I don't think Reputation's going to be announced tomorrow at the Grammys, but I do think something is going to happen with the Grammys. Like just to be clear about that, because, I feel like they're Easter egging it enough, you know what I mean, that it's like clearly important. Hey. So I'm expecting something. I saw some of the, yes, Dani I should just get an invite to join her live when she's ready. And we'll merge our lives together. I know I'm really excited for tomorrow. I don't know. I haven't seen any like dress options. I haven't seen anything leak. And I know there were like designers that were posting, but I did see the necklace. Yeah, I wonder if that's going to get to Taylor. And I went to the I went to their page. I will admit, and maybe I just need to see it on Taylor and see how she styles it, because I think just looking at them on the site, they're not quite my style. They're super cute. What we're talking about are those vintage necklaces. I'm sorry, I should give context. There was a vintage like necklace shop that was making like charm necklaces, and she created one for Taylor and posted TikTok trying to get help and get eyes. And and it
On the landing
hi.
problems. Are we both in our offices?
Yeah, I'm always in my office. Oh my god, the sound effects. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, what was that? Because
I
you
was
went
turning the volume up so I could hear you at the same time as someone did a sound effect, and so it like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm confused because mine doesn't do that.
I have no idea. If there's a switch I need to turn off, I would love to know it. I have no idea. Right?
I get gifts all the time though, and mine don't make noises.
Oh, it's the gift goal. Got it.
I don't have a gift goal, so maybe that's why.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think I do. Do I? You guys do I? Do I have
I
a gift?
just like auto sets. I just auto set it before a live. Got it.
Even...
Well, that's cool, guys.
I mean, that's good to know, but it's gonna scare the shit out of me. But just give
Learn
me a
something
warning.
new on TikTok every day.
Yeah, you taught me something already. I didn't know.
I mean, seriously, every day, because they don't give us rules or anything to follow by. It's all just like seat of our pants.
Yeah, they said
you look really pretty today. I love your hair.
Right now?
Yes, you look beautiful.
Oh, Greg and I went car shopping, so I had to look like I knew what I was doing.
Ooh, did you find something?
We're not like seriously looking, but if we found the right thing, we'd pull the plunge. His car is like 200,000 miles on it. 210, and we're like, it already had like a bunch of issues, and we're like, let's not wait till it fully dies to get a new car. But you know, used cars, because we're never like, we're not bougie, so we're like, we're gonna buy new to us a car. Used cars are so expensive right now.
They are so expensive right now. Yep.
Because we went to the car Max Fax whatever lot and looked at cars, and then went to a new dealership and looked at a couple new Mazda CX-90s. $10,000 more for a car, 7 years newer with no I'm like, 50,000 less miles, and I'm like, we'd be better off just getting the warranty for this car and getting a brand new car at this point.
When my husband and I moved from Colorado to Missouri, like we both worked from home. So I was like, I don't even want to, we just sold our car, one of our cars. So we just have one vehicle now, and that's been like great, but I don't even want to deal with it. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't even want to ever again.
I mean, the one benefit I had is I felt like today we didn't get any slimy people. We went to 2 lots, and then they were both just like, yeah, whatever you need, man. We're here if you need us, you know. But usually they're so slimy. Ugh. I got cupcakes.
Well, they're so damn expensive. They don't have to work as hard for it.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying to Greg. I'm like, I feel like he didn't even try to sell us because he knows, like, they don't also, I don't know if you guys remember, for those of you watching, when y'all, I know this is not Taylor, but we'll just do random talk.
Sorry.
For anyone who cares. Nobody really cares, I don't think. You guys don't care, right? Yeah, like so everybody's in the comments saying, yeah, if you get one with a warranty, you're almost better off at this point buying new. And especially because sometimes they have those like 0% interest rate deals that you can get. I'm like, but the piece de resistance, or, you know, I sent that to Abby in a text, and it was like, she said, it said, piece of the sauce. The audio, like voice to text.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jake. Yeah, I just feel like we looked at the Mazda CX-90s pretty seriously, and I just felt like it was so nice, but they're still expensive. Like, I'm still like, how long can we go with if we needed one car? How long could we? Because I work from home. Like, Greg could take my car during the day. I'd just be stranded all day, but that's what, do you both work from home now?
Yeah. So they're like, no point.
Yeah. If we were that, I think we would do that too. Just like, we just hold off as long as we can. You don't feel like you ever get stranded?
Every now and then I'm like, dang, but we usually like, also like my parents live literally down the street. So like, I'm like, Mom, come pick me up. Let's go do something. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anybody where I live. I'm a loner. So, okay. So Grammys are tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the Grammys? Because I have a few thoughts.
Yeah, we're talking about the Grammys.
Okay, talking about the Grammys. So everybody put your comment ideas in the comments too, and then I'm sure you will on JoJo's side as well. Grammys. I want to talk about a little bit of like what our thoughts are. I know we've already kind of I've not been on TikTok much this week, so I feel like I'm kind of like, ooh, I want to like refresh all the topics on Swift Talk. So TikTok removing Taylor's sound because they couldn't come to a contractual agreement. I think that I want to talk about that a little bit. And then, oh yeah, did you see Jack and Lana are sitting with Taylor at the Grammys?
It's gonna be so fun.
Okay, so that's great. I'm just super stoked about that. And then we should probably talk about Tokyo, right? Like, I mean, that's okay. Okay. Does anybody else have any topics you want us? Oh yeah, everybody just said Tokyo. We're not gonna do. There's no, for anybody who just asked. There's no openers for Tokyo. For anybody who doesn't know, because Tokyo has a very strict noise. What is the word? Not cancellation. Ordinance. I was gonna say noise cancellation because I'm looking at my headphones sitting. That's not right. So for those of you wondering, she starts at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 a.m. Central Standard Time for JoJo's time frame. I know. Are you gonna try to stay up?
Absolutely not. What I think I'm gonna do is set my alarm for the 1989 set, wake up and watch the 1989, the surprise song set, and then by that point, it's probably ready for me to wake up and get ready for work anyways.
You wake up that early?
I mean, yeah, I have a 4-year-old, so yeah.
It's free birth control for me, thank you, because I am not a morning person.
Well, I guess that's not true. That's not quite right.
Yeah, because you would. I think the show will be over at like 6:50-ish, 7. She starts at 4.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's one of those things that might not even be worth it to like lay back down, you know?
Yeah, because it's like, unless you get a full hour afterwards, it's like,
not worth it.
Yeah.
It'll just put me in a bad mood.
I was thinking about waking up and going back to bed, but 4 a.m. to 7 is definitely not for me. I wake up at 7, 6:45. I mean, that's not, especially the surprise, even if I just did the surprise songs. And I'll stream the Tokyo shows for everybody that I can find a stream for so we can hang out and chat and talk through them. I'll just go to bed early. Like, I mean, at that point, going to bed at like 8:30 gets you enough sleep. Say I wake up at 3:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. That's 7 hours. I can deal with 7 hours for a few days in a row.
Yeah.
I've done worse. And then Australia you're not doing, right? Because I'm not doing Australia.
I haven't even looked at what the time changes.
It's like, so Eastern Standard Time for Australia, for Sydney, will be like, I think it's like 2 a.m. for the Taylor start, or it might be the openers because she has openers though. So it might be like 3 a.m. Does anyone remember? I had it pulled up.
And honestly, it might just be like here's how I feel today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think for me too, it'll depend. I don't know if y'all are, like, Sydney is not worth it. All the Aussie people are so happy now. Yeah, it's Australia time zone, for those of you that don't know, is, oh, Jesus. It's so bad. Hold on, let me change it. Taylor usually goes on at 8 p.m. with openers, and they don't have a time ordinance there, or night
Noise
ordinance. What is wrong with me? So Australian 8 p.m., which would be about when Taylor starts, is 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's actually not bad. I could do that. So here's the other thing. So I do want to talk about that then with the rep theories.
Yeah.
Like, because I know yours is 223.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, as time has come, I've become very open-minded. Like, I love my theory, but I'm also like, it could happen any day. Like, I'm very like, let's see what happens. Because I kind of want her to think that.
Also, in conjunction with all the Grammys, that like things that we've been getting, I think that February honestly is just going to be unhinged, start to finish. Like,
agreed.
I think we're just setting up for just an amazing month.
I mean, I don't mind clowning quite a bit. Like, I'm clowning hardcore. I don't know if I'm clowning for the Grammys. Here's why. What is this? It's like tickling me. It's hair. Maybe, I know she announced Midnight's I know she's announced a lot of things at award shows. So I'm not saying, because I actually am also clowning for an iHeart announcement if she doesn't do February. So iHeart radio announcement. But
let me say this. I don't think she's announcing Reputation at the Grammys. I don't think that's happening. something though. Like, I think there's
Music
just,
video?
oh my God, please.
Yeah.
Please give us a 1989 music video.
Thinking that. I was thinking, well, I don't know what it'll be. She's never, I will say historically, and she loves to surprise us, so this never say never doesn't mean anything with her.
Yeah.
She has never announced a music video more than a few days after a release for any of her Taylor's versions. So it's always been, so not to say she wouldn't do that for 1989, but
Yeah.
you know, I will say the more that I've thought about the Tokyo announcement, thank you guys. The more that I will say I've thought about it, I do agree. She has really what's riding on the coattails of the people who have been streaming watching the shows with all of her announcements. Like it has made the culture of the Taylor Swift era in 2023 bar none her best year yet, because she's kind of used social media to kind of like cushion this and broadcast this huge thing she's doing with her re-records.
It's like allowing her to one up herself, right? We thought that she couldn't, and she's like continuing to one up herself. It's crazy.
There is a small part of me that like thinking out loud is kind of like, would she want to do that where like a big core portion of her audience, not all of it, I recognize she's a worldwide pop artist, everybody, so don't come on my back for that, but because I know people are going to misunderstand what I'm saying. She's an American artist at heart, and her core audience in America is a very large chunk of her audience. So all of that to say, and not even just America, but in other parts of the world too, where people will not be able to watch because of the time zone conversion. So are we going to say, is there a potential that she wouldn't want to do it in an area like Sydney or Japan, where she's not going to have as much oversight on what she's announcing, and people won't know until, you know, they wake up the next morning sort of thing and everything's posted?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Grammys, I mean, I'm not clowning for an announcement at the Grammys, but I will just say out loud that award shows like iHeart or the Grammys do, I think, have more of like a core audience watching that would give her that like, holy shit, this just happened kind of thing. Whereas it's like Tokyo or Sydney or anywhere overseas and on the other side of the planet might be like 6 hours later, holy shit. Which, does it matter? No, but I do think that she enjoys, she literally said, was it Argentina or Brazil? I can't remember. Now go stand in the corner and think about what you did. That was Argentina.
That was when she, when was that?
Yeah, I'm gaslighting myself because she said, she was like, when she on accident said rep, she's like, I know.
They were chanting Reputation, right?
Yes, I think that was Brazil. That was Brazil. I'm pretty sure it was Brazil. Everyone's saying half and half in the comments.
I know, right?
I think it was 11-26. I think it was.
I think Brazil, because Argentina was first. Brazil was
Argentina
later.
was Travis, and we were like so over the moon with that.
It was Brazil for sure.
Yeah, you're right. It was. I think she verbally said, so Taylor's never going to come out. I'm not on sub only, Tanya. No. I don't think I can be with a host anyways, but no, I'm not. She said, what were the words she said? I wish I should pull up a video. She was like, I know hundreds of thousands of you watch this every night. So she like acknowledged that we stream these and watch it. Like, obviously I don't think UMG would even let her like pat that on the back.
Right.
Because they don't want to encourage like people not buying concert tickets, but obviously knowing that she's going to be sold out everywhere she goes anyways, it doesn't really matter. But Greg, seriously? He's moaning to the dog in the other room. Like, someone's gonna hear this in the background and be like, what is your husband doing? He's like, oh, little baby. Oh. I'm like, yeah, but it sounds creepy. Like, maybe Tom outside.
Fair enough.
Huh. Okay, they said they can't hear it. It was gonna get to the point where you could, because he slowly gets louder. Can hear you still. Yeah, I think that her acknowledging it was huge. Like, the fact that she just said it out loud. But what I'm not saying this is an Easter egg, but hear me out. What are your thoughts on this? There is a small part of me that's kind of like, did she say that the same day? I'm pretty sure she did. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. The same day that she said rep instead of eras on accident, and the same day that she's like people were chanting rep and she was like kind of being teasy for a little bit. Is it a coincidence that she kind of like stumbled a little bit there, include a little bit of Easter egg, or I don't want to say Easter eggs, like kind of like had
It's
some
sort of like egged us on a little bit.
Yeah, like egged us. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. Yes, egged us on a little bit in the same sentences in that same period of time. That's also when she said, I know hundreds of thousands of you are watching, and I get she said it for the sake of like maybe hundreds of thousands of you are about to be disappointed because I'm not announcing it like you think I am. But just the fact that she acknowledged that we're watching, I think the point I'm trying to make is like the fact that she acknowledged that we're watching for these announcements, I think just says a lot about like her utilizing that peak of audience viewership to spread the word about her announcement. So would she want to take a risk and do it in a way where maybe that viewership isn't as large? Or was that an opposite clue of like, I'm definitely doing them all at Eras tours as announcements? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like I feel like that's not going to be a huge factor, right? Because no matter what she does, if she announces it in the States, it's the same problem to the Japanese and the Australia fans, as you know what I mean? Yes, she bases most of her Easter eggs off of the States time and stuff like that, but I don't, yeah, I mean, honestly, I could see Taylor being like, you guys didn't get to stream as much or whatever, so here's my treat for you guys. That just seems like something she would do.
I agree with you from like her fairness, but from a volume of fan perspective, because per capita Japanese, there's no way there's as many Swifties because they just don't have the population. It's not possible. So that's why I'm like, is she gonna look at it from a populist standpoint of how many people can see it?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. You're right. It's so like Taylor to be like, I want the Swifties on the other side of the world to have a chance and give something. Like I could totally see her doing that, which would be really cool for everybody else that couldn't stream in the middle of the night from the other side of the world.
And when you start going over just to like more Western countries, like you've got Japan, but also China, right? That it's a little easier for them to stream because
of European countries. I think it won't be a bad time for them.
No, I'm actually really excited for when she's in Europe though, because it will work out better for me.
I think Europe will be in the afternoon for me.
Yes.
I was 6 hours ahead, isn't it?
Depending on where she goes.
Yeah. I'm thinking like London.
Yeah. I think those are just like from East Coast, it's like 6 hours.
Yeah. That'll be I think that's in the middle of the night for me.
Ooh, question. Did you ever, I think I saw your video, maybe it was from today. Did you ever figure out what the deal was with the like unarchived post? Because I didn't have time to like look into it.
Not true.
Yeah, I wondered.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I posted that, because I was like, listen, here's what I found. I want to talk about this because this is funny to me and I want to see if you have the same experience. I feel like ever since Rep people have been clowning for Rep, every little thing that somebody, like, I think a lot of people make posts like that on purpose. Like, they know that it's not true and they're just trying to make a viral video of information that nobody else has. 100%. And they just go like, oh, let's say something random. Because I found video and screenshots all over that showed that post had always been there. So I was like, yeah, it was. Yeah, so everybody in the comments are confirming what I already know too, which is good to hear because you never know. But yeah, but that's like not the first time we've seen something like that. What was the other thing that like when viral
subtitles, the Japanese subtitles?
Okay, first of all, that annoyed me only because I don't think nobody that I saw, and I did a lot of researching into TikTok to see if anybody else had the same theory as me before I posted my theory about Tokyo. And part of my Tokyo theory was the Japanese subtitles, but then later I kind of redacted that and said, I don't think that she would use accessibility features to clown us. That's not really fair to people who require those accessibility features to enjoy. So I was like, I take that back. That's not an Easter egg. This is like a glitch, I think. But that went viral because one person was like, and here's the thing about TikTok, you guys, if you're on Swift Talk, you guys know, in the maroon pic, that ended up being fake.
Yeah, that was fake.
Remember that one? Yeah. I think it's just like really easy. TikTok is trying really hard to push to have longer videos. Like they want you know, we were talking about this kind of, but they want, that's why like the creator thing is like 1 minute plus, and you know, they just want people to really encourage. But yeah, I think the quick little like, oh my god, everybody quick, red alert, go look at this kind of video mentality is just unfortunately still really easy for people to fall for, and that's always so when 400 million people tagged me in those videos about the Japanese subtitles, and I just had to be like,
I know. And it's like, I hate to be like the wet blanket, but like,
I do too, because I always am. I'm like, sorry guys, I'm such a wet blanket. Hayden, probably for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
oh man.
Okay, so Grammys outfits, you want to talk about that? Because that's what I'm excited for. I love how we both have our iPads.
Yeah, because I like went through this morning. I have not been on TikTok at all today, but you know what I did do today? I went through and I saved like my favorite award show looks of this year and like Grammys looks because I wanted to talk to you about this today.
I saved some of them a week ago, but I didn't do all of them. Hold on, I'm going to pull the rest of them up. But okay, so I want to hear everybody in the comments. Oh, hey Benny, I just saw you were here, babe. I want everybody in the comments to tell me what your guys' favorites are so I can also pull them up in case it's one I forgot about. And I'm sure JoJo agrees, and I can say it out loud too.
So, you wanted to start with like last year's?
Okay, first of all, everybody said that her outfit from I Heart was very Midnight's. I thought it was Rep, which is another reason, part of why I'm clowning for I Heart. Yes! I have that saved, so I won't show up.
I would say that's why it was so fast.
I think that was... Everybody loves 2021. I mean, we all know 2021 is iconic, right? Like, 2021 Grammys might be one of her best looks ever, in my personal opinion. I'll pull it up for those of you that aren't familiar with it here.
Because I'm so bad with dates like this.
It's her best look ever. It was her folklore-y...
Oh, the little flowers. The short one.
Yep. Here, I'm going to share it so you guys can see. Oh my god. It's easier for me to put them on my thing and then save it. Hold on. It's collected on my pinned up hair.
I do really quick on this.
Let me see.
I agree with you. It's Reputation. It was reminding me of the like Ready for It like hood, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
also,
thank you.
Not just from the music video, the tour entrance. This looked more to me like the tour entrance than anything else.
Like, yes,
yeah.
Thank you. And it's a bodysuit, and she tends to focus on bodysuits. If you guys didn't notice, she tends to focus on bodysuits with Reputation. And I'm not gonna lie, nobody saw this video because I posted this video and nobody cared because my people don't like my videos, but
the algorithm hates it sometimes.
Olivia, hold on. What do you guys? I'm gonna do this just to make people laugh. Olivia, what does that remind you of?
What?
A one-legged bodysuit, one leg up in the air, her Reputation. So when she posted that photo, Taylor Nation posted that photo with the one leg, the first thing I thought of was like, is that like a subtle Rep hint? Because I know it's an old photo. I know it's an old photo, but that's kind of why I almost, hear me out, what if we got a Rep single/music video early?
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at too. Because like, what I'm taking now from this is that Reputation is also green. You know what I mean?
Definitely, like scaly green, yes.
That was like the message that I got from that. Like, Reputation can also be this, and that's why we've been seeing like, I mean, the green, like at the Globes.
Well, exactly. Oh god, that was such a good look. So my thoughts are, my clowning is going to be for possibly a music video for Rep tomorrow, which is why we got that Olivia post. Which with the one leg, which is just in my opinion like a hint towards like there's just like a lot. But yeah, for those of you that didn't know, this is the 2021 look.
I think I'm more clowning tomorrow, maybe a music video, but I think like a release of a single, maybe something we've already heard in like the Summer I've Turned Pretty. You know?
Yes, well that's why. Thank you, because the only reason why I thought Look What You Made Me Do, because that was the first audio we heard of Taylor's version for Rep.
Yeah, and then it was Delicate, right? Yeah.
And then or August, wasn't it August? Because that was the commercial of the Summer I Turned Pretty. Does anybody remember?
Oh no, Delicate was first. They're right, because Look What You Made Me Do was in that other show, Wild. It was on a trailer. We heard Delicate first, I think.
From?
Was the Summer I Turned Pretty.
Was it? I must have missed that. I'm a bad Swiftie. Sorry, guys.
Okay, listen, I remember this scene specifically because it was when she was in the pool. Sorry, guys, spoilers, with Jeremiah, I think.
I remember now. Yeah. You're right. I just thought for some reason that other show seemed like the first one, but I think that's because I hadn't watched The Summer I Turned Pretty yet. And so I watched it after, so my timeline's messed up. You're right.
So maybe Delicate then.
Yeah,
maybe.
Delicate. I think you're right, though. It could be any of the ones we've heard already.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder I will just say, if we get a rep music video tomorrow, here's my thoughts. My current theory, for anybody who is curious, because I saw a couple people in the comments, is technically Tokyo. However, 210. However, I also have some clowning dates that have led me to believe, for one, I'm not far off from believing JoJo's theory, 223. Like, I'm honestly clowning for February in general, too. So, but here's my thought. If we don't get a music video tomorrow or anything for the Grammys, I'll stay with our theories of Tokyo, February, whatever it is, If we get a music video tomorrow, I might be inclined to say she's giving it to us to feed us through to April, and we'll get the April 1st announcement at iHeart.
Possible.
Because doesn't it seem kind of crazy to announce a music video only 2 weeks before you announce or am I crazy? Maybe that's not that crazy. Now that I say it out loud, I'm like, that's not really that weird.
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like she's just doing whatever the hell she wants.
I agree with you. I know. This is
so unpredictable.
I think she wants it that way. I think, honestly, I don't think she purposely gaslit us for those exact dates, but I will, for 11/10, 11/26, whoever's clowned for anything before today. But I will say, I do think that she has let us down some dead ends on purpose with some Easter eggs. Because there's been too many coincidences that's just like, I think she just doesn't want us to know. I think that and I think she knows this is fun for us, and it is. Like, I love clowning. This is great.
I think during, it was like the Red Taylor's version era, I think she was giving an interview with like Jimmy Fallon, and she said that she drops red herrings like often.
All the time. Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, we knew it, but you cheeky little...
Do you guys remember this performance? Because I literally forgot about this. Like, I was looking at this and I thought this was AI generated. And I am so shooketh that this happened. And maybe just because I wasn't like as big of like on Swift Talk and social media during this time period.
It was stunning.
Oh my God.
I
love this on her. I just think this look in the whole folklore era in general was just so beautiful for her.
The beginning of the performance is like just her little angelic face, and it like zooms out. She's laying down and it zooms out. It's so pretty.
I totally forgot about this.
Gorgeous.
Okay, what other ones do you have? I want to see yours because you always have good ones.
I mean, well, I think just like I wanted to reference last year's.
Okay.
Because it was Midnight's, but she wasn't nominated for anything Midnight's,
Yep. And then the star dress too. Midnight.
Yeah. So
a lot of Midnight's outfits.
Just like proof to me that like just because she's nominated for Midnight's doesn't mean she's going to dress like Midnight's. Because here she was nominated for Red for All Too Well, and she dressed Midnight's. So
in her Midnight's era during that time frame. So if it kind of solidifies that if she dresses in black or any of the like rep looking tones tomorrow, we're in the rep era. If she dresses in a flower, butterfly, cutesy, or wears her hair curly, like good curls, or any sort of like kind of like leans maybe into like a mature debut, I would clown for that. And if she dresses in a Midnight's looking garb, I think that just tells us we might need to wait a little bit longer till we're going to get a Reputation announcement or any announcement, anything. If it's totally out of the book, maybe it's a TS11 and we're all psycho, but I'm really not clowning for that. Like,
if she shows up in orange, I will pass away.
You guys imagine? How would you guys feel? Can you guys imagine if she showed up in like bright orange and pink? Like hot pink? Because those were the two colors and Look What You Made Me Do. I think I would call you. I think I would call you and be like, Dani! Because for those of you that don't know, Taylor, her original color scheme for her Karma album that she's kind of admitted to but kind of not, I truly believe was orange and pink. because that's why.
That
Yep, yep, yep. God, I love that picture of her.
Ugh.
Because Gorgeous, for those of you that don't know, Gorgeous single is hot pink. She did a bunch of orange when she announced rep on her Instagram. So her Instagram before it turned black was orange and pink.
Well, and this is the Grammys for 1989, so she would have been entering her next era here as well.
Yes, actually, you're right, because that was, I think that was right around when she probably took the time to reconfigure her album into
Right
Reputation.
after this was Bleachella.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why my theory of her having a Karma album that was hot pink and orange, I think continues to be solidified. But my fear is it's never, for those of you that think Karma's an album we're gonna get, I'm sorely against that. I'm sorry. I just don't think that's ever happening. It could be something like in 30 years for her like historical discography sort of energy she'd do, but I don't think anytime soon she plans on reliving another era, but that's not a Taylor's version, but it's not necessarily like a new album. It's like, oh, I just don't think, I think she, especially with this, like, I know her relationships don't dictate her music, but she does make it her brand a little bit to be autobiographical. So
Yeah.
I think her relationship and her life does blend a little bit into how she handles her music and her brand. And I will say, just like with this new fresh start, she's got a new partnership. She's got this like 2023 and 2024 Taylor are very different than the Taylors before. I just think they're just like almost night and day. And so I think it would be hard to see after she finishes these two Taylor's versions or before even for her to just be like, here's a random album. I struggle to see that, but maybe you have other thoughts. I don't know.
No, I don't. And just to like answer, somebody had asked like, why didn't the original Karma ever happen? That's why we think Reputation. Like it was because she went into hiding and we did Reputation instead. That's what Look What You Made Me Do was.
Yeah. Media in general was very mean to her. If you haven't been a Taylor Swift fan for very long, it's probably because you're young or you're just a new Swiftie. That's cool. Taylor got a lot of drama in the media, stirred up a lot of the Kim Kardashian stuff, everything. The phone call stuff kind of came to light. Kim was claiming she had said something, and Kanye was claiming she had said something that she didn't, and his song came out, and it was just this like big drama stuff that kind of spiraled itself into this hate train on Taylor Swift. And so she ended up like, I think switching gears, went into hiding, like Jojo said, turned into Bleachella and kind of switched her like energy for her new era. So a lot of people believe she has an album that was supposed to be named Karma. She did an interview, Vogue.
Yep. In her house.
Interview, yep, where they asked her a bunch of questions, and one of them was, "Is karma real?" or whatever. What was the question?
What's something you believe in or something? And she said that karma's real.
Yeah. And it was right around when a lot of Swifties, and that's obviously a very vague thing, and that would make sense that she would say that during the era with Kim and Kanye being assholes. So she could just have been saying karma's real, they'll get their karma, but as like a life lesson. But people
changing her fashion and changing her style too. It was a cumulative like thing.
Exactly. Yeah. So okay, what was the other 2023 one you had?
This wasn't 2023.
Or anytime in the
VMA. I mean,
oh yeah. Oh, it was
one of my favorites. Again, this is like a little more casual, I think, than what we'll expect to see tomorrow. But
yeah, I think for the Grammys she glams up quite a bit, and I will say with how she did the Golden Globes, it was such a perfect mix of class, and it wasn't casual, but it wasn't the ball gowny or like the very like regal. It was just like sleek cocktail, like above cocktail, but like it was so good. I thought that was a great outfit. Let me see, the one that I was going to show you guys that I really loved. Where is it? First of all, we always talk about this at the VMAs. I'm sorry. Stop it.
Oh my God, I know. I have that exact picture saved. I was pulling it up.
Would we pass away do you guys think?
Do you know what I think of all the time is that when we saw this, we thought Reputation Taylor's version is coming next. And she announced a brand new fucking album. I think about this all the time.
This outfit, Jesus Christ, like looking at it makes me feel like I'm not supposed to be looking at it. Like, you kind of look at it, you're like, am I allowed to be seeing this?
Yes. Yes. I'm like, Taylor.
I mean, was it a big jewel tint and we just misunderstood? But like, if you guys forgot, let me just conveniently also remind you what the back looked like for those of you that might have forgotten.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
Oh my God.
It was so
Like,
pretty.
what is this? This outfit is my Roman Empire, 1000%. Okay, what other ones? Yeah, what else do you have? Let's see. Let's go back a little bit.
I pulled up this one. It is not my, I think this is probably my example for my least favorites recently, in recent
I
years.
am actually on the same page as you with that.
It was,
Hit.
it was a combo of things for me. I'm not opposed to a jumpsuit. I think she looks really good in something like that usually, but it was like, it was the fit. It was like, it wasn't like as tailored to her as I wanted it to be. I didn't like the style.
I'm not a big fan of the poof that she had. That this was not flattering. I don't think it has anything to do with her size. It's just not flattering.
Right.
I didn't like that. The studs all over it. I don't know. I think you're right. I think that color is also maybe not necessarily her best color. I will also say this was a miss for me as well.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh, I liked that one.
I know
kind
you
of.
do. We talked about this one last time, didn't we? I don't know why.
I think so. And I can't even explain. I think it's like the one-legged, like the slit thing that she had. But I liked that one.
Actually, I like a lot of this outfit if it didn't have this like wide, chunky shoulder, but there's
Yeah.
something about the chunky shoulder that just throws me off on her petite frame, you know, like.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought the outfit was beautiful, minus like from the side right here, actually, it's beautiful because the chunky shoulder's a little more hidden, like it's not wide, you can't see the width. That's beautiful. But yeah, from the front, I always was just like, I don't know.
It does look a little bulky up top, I think. Yeah. But the fit like through her body was so good. I loved it.
Anytime she does a leg slit, I'm here for it.
Yep.
And the hair too. Everybody keeps saying the hair. I agree with you guys on the
Yeah.
hair. Let's see, what else have we got? This was a full miss for me. Full miss.
It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't like my least favorite, but it was probably middle of the pack for me.
I just don't think that color is her color scheme, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, there's something about it. I'm just like, I don't think she can look ugly in anything, you guys, by the way.
No,
When I say full miss, it still would look better on her than on me, or like she's still stunning.
My miss for Taylor is still like usually pretty well dressed, pretty looks great, like, you know what I mean?
Do you guys remember this one? I forgot about this, the American Music Awards.
Oh my God, I love that. That's one of my favorites.
That color on her is stunning.
So good.
Like, stunning. She looks really beautiful in olive.
And like the boot.
Yeah, the boot that goes up with the cut leg. Damn.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know what year this is. I don't even know, you guys. Like, I forgot about this. And her hair is like an interesting length. She didn't have it that long. This looks like the Lover era, maybe, because of the
I think it was either like just before the Lover era or like during the Lover era. But I can't remember what that one was for.
Oh, wait. The 22 VMAs. We got to talk about this. We talked about it before, but I want everybody else to comment. For those of you that aren't sure.
What?
You like this one.
What was the date of this? What was the date of this one?
This was the 2022 VMAs.
When was that?
That's a good question. Oh, EMAs, not VMAs. Sorry, EMAs. Oh, I have to look it up. Hold on.
I'm trying to do it too.
Here we go. November 14th, 13th? 13th. November 13th.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Just like super candid. It was a miss for me. However, that looks like a revenge dress to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's giving Princess Diana in a revenge dress. You know what I mean? Because like body, you know?
Can we talk about this for a second? Because
Yeah. Because this is a month after midnight.
Here. I see what you're saying here. So when you guys, for those of you that don't pick up what Jojo's dropping down here, revenge dress, that's not a revenge at your competitors. That's I want to look Fuckable, and I want to make someone jealous.
This is the OG revenge dress. Princess Diana. She wore after news broke of her divorce, right? That Charles was getting back with his mistress, and that's what she wore out. And I know it's very tame now, but like in the 90s, this was like salacious.
Oh, I remember. Oh,
for a princess, especially. That Taylor's dress is giving me revenge dress.
It is, and I agree with you. And we know that there is a time frame of 2021 where Taylor was sobbing over some things this year prior. So it wouldn't be far off to say that they maybe had an on and off thing going. I don't want to talk about that directly, but I will say you're right. It's a revenge dress.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up next? Let's see. This was also a miss for me, and people are gonna not like me for this, and I apologize. Unless do one you I showed 3 so far.
Oh man. I've showed all of them. I've showed like all the ones I had saved. Okay. I showed like 6 or 7. Yeah. Show me more.
For me.
Same.
Who else agrees? Because this is a miss for me.
It just didn't like I loved what she was doing, right? It was obviously like for the Midnights era, like we were introducing Midnights.
I think this looks like she got it at, I mean, by the way, I shop at this store that I'm about to say, so please do not think I'm judging anybody here. This looks like she shopped at Ross and bought this.
It just looked a little like
a little cheap.
Craft at home.
A little cheap.
Yeah. And it just wasn't my thing. She looked incredible in it, obviously. And I loved the message it was giving, but it just wasn't my favorite.
I would also like to mention, and I'm not here to talk about, this isn't meant to be weird. When she wears jumpsuits, and she did this a few times, and she also does this on the Eras tour, the shorts jumpsuits that are shorts, so they have this like weird like thing right here where it's just like, dude, I don't know. The Eras, the 2022, Lord help me, the 22, when she takes the shirt off, or before she takes the shirt off, Lord. Yeah. Yes. Wait.
It's the same shorts with her shirt on and off.
I know. Yeah. I was like, trying to think when she has the shirt on versus off. That's what's throwing me off. Anyways, but that jumpsuit, and then in the Lover era, she did a few performances like that too, with those like shorts jumpsuits. From a flatter, like her body type perspective, I just don't think it's very flattering on her, with her long legs. Again, not talking about her body, but just from like hey, this kind of person, this looks really good on them or not. I just don't like that. It's not I
think she looks really good in mini skirts. Yes.
If
I were Taylor Swift, I'd wear mini skirts 100% of the time.
I don't know very many people who can pull off short jumpsuits, to be fair, so it's not even necessarily about her. I just don't think they're very attractive. And this is obviously the 2022 AMAs that you said you do not.
Just not my fave.
Not my fave. I also will admit that I thought she looks stunning here, and I think it fit for the what am I saying? The premiere, the energy of the.
I love that one.
For a red carpet look, I think it was a little bulky. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I think it does look good on her. What else? Let's see. Ooh, love this though. Love every effing second of this Barbie look. This might be one of her more Barbie looks in my personal opinion. This is called Career Barbie, and Barbie does whatever the F she wants, and Barbie owns the freaking world Barbie.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Like, she looks like she's on top of the world here.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Yeah, that's a good one.
What are you saying? Why? Greg was like, I'm closing the door. I'm like, I guess I'm being too loud. Sorry.
So, okay, tomorrow. What color do you think she's going to wear tomorrow to the Grammys? I know.
Okay. There is a small part of me that wants her and thinks she's going to be wearing red.
Interesting. Why red?
I know that she's already worn this look before, so everybody's gonna be like, obviously she's not gonna wear the same exact type of look. So I get that this is probably bar none that this is not gonna happen, but I'm gonna show you what I would have loved if this never happened for her to show up tomorrow in. But it's really I'm biased here. Well, red for the Chiefs too, but that's
I
not
was gonna say red is giving Chiefs.
that's actually not what I'm going for. I think that this would be great right before she goes to Tokyo.
Yeah.
I love this look so much.
I remember you saying that. That was like one of your faves.
It is. I just think it's so. I'm chef's kiss. I have some panels, triptych upstairs that I need to put up on the walls. That's got that like koi fish and like the pond, and I don't know. The Asian art, in my opinion, is just like some of the most beautiful art. I'm just like, so I'm biased. But what do you think she's gonna wear tomorrow?
I think green.
We did get green. She's already started us on the green train with
right.
Golden Globes.
And so I think that we're just gonna like see it
enhanced. Do you think dark green or like a light debut green?
Listen, the thing that I loved so much about the Golden Globes look was when she was with Kelly Teller, the sequins made it that turquoisey color, and I was like, that is the goal, right? Like that's the vision. It's on its own, it's green, and then like you know,
so good. It was so her and Kelly together. I mean, Michelle.
So good.
What was Michelle and Romy? I just couldn't
Romy
even.
And Michelle's high school reunion.
Michelle and Romy, man, that was just chef's kiss. Like I can picture them totally giggling about that while they were getting ready in the hotel.
I don't think it's gonna be like a forest or like a deep dark green, but I think that we can see, like, I'm expecting, or I maybe hoping for, I guess is a better word. I'm hoping for something just like this kind of like lighter green, reptilian green, you know?
Yeah. I mean, sequiny or reptilian type of material, like alligatory looking, or you know.
If I see any sort of snake jewelry, it will send me.
We are going to lose our shit.
Yeah.
First of all, let's all talk about what color. I want everybody to tell what color would you, if you saw her show up in tomorrow, would you lose your shit over? Like, lose your shit over. Can you imagine being a Swiftie that this is what makes us excited?
Listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm hoping to see this green, but if the color that I would lose it over the most is orange.
Orange or hot pink.
Yeah, orange or hot pink. Yes.
Orange or hot pink. I agree. I would also really lose my shit over opalescent.
Ooh, good. Yeah.
Because she's been dropping a lot of celestial hints lately, which the celestial hints, I'm not planning for TS11. The celestial hints, in my opinion, so far, have actually been tied to the finishing of her re-records for All the Stars Aligned collection. And it's her actually tying back to Midnights to try to keep people like from clowning too hard for rep. I think she's just been like, guys, chill. Look, we're still in this era. But
what if the astrological signs are to like reference us back to that Karma music video with those scenes referencing the calendar, Midnight referencing the clock, the calendar, all of these things?
Yeah. Oh, I've definitely thought about that.
Yeah.
It could be multiple things. But I think if she shows up in something with like this like kind of like galactic color scheme, or you know what I mean, like the opalescent look where it's like has like 20 different colors in one. I don't know, part of me just thinks that would be like such a or any sort of celestial reference, like stars on her, because I don't think that would be Midnights anymore. She's so far out of her midnight, or maybe it could because she is nominated for Midnights, but like you said, she was nominated for Red TV and she did not, Taylor's version, and she did not, she dressed in Midnight. So yeah, I mean it's that, but again, everything we know, she could just do the opposite just because she knows we know it. So like, that's what's so great about Taylor is she starts a pattern and then she'll purposely deviate from that pattern, i.e. 112-day theory, just so people get thrown. Like, I can see her iridescent. Yes, iridescent.
Just to like prove that she's the puppet master once again, you know?
Oh yeah, it's like the whip being cracked. We're like, okay, sorry.
She did. Yeah, someone just said she gave the Easter egg for Speak Now with the earrings last year. Yes, she did. The earrings were purple. Loved it. Very,
So
very cute.
she doesn't always. That's the thing is she doesn't follow a pattern. So
Right.
she doesn't always like. Sometimes her earrings are not don't mean anything. Sometimes it's her nails. Sometimes her nails don't. She does like to use her jewelry and nails the most, but you don't know which is which. That's part of it. It's like just. I will say, hear me out. The reason why I'm clowning for, so I'm gonna tell you the two colors I'm clowning for tomorrow.
Okay.
Hot pink, or red. Because, or not red, but like I guess when I say red, I mean more like that Japanese artwork looking dress that she had.
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know if that was Japanese. Somebody put me in
Maybe
my
just like Asian inspired.
inspired. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said Japanese because she's going to Tokyo.
Yeah.
If she showed up in hot pink, I wouldn't be shocked because we have been getting her nails lately have been pink or a light blush several times in the past month. So
Someone just said, what if the Grammys thing is announcing a collab with Blackpink, which I think would be genius.
yeah, and she's been giving us those clues because she's been wearing a lot of black with pink nails. But I will say she doesn't usually Easter egg that very heavily, those kind of like small collabs. So I think it could be something bigger than that. When you Easter egg stuff that much, it's usually something bigger, which is, in my opinion, like Rep Taylor's version is black and hot pink. I have many, look what you made me do is a very obvious answer. Like hot pink is very much a color of Rep, but maybe a more subtler version or maybe less recognized. But Gorgeous is hot pink, so maybe we get a Gorgeous single.
Well, plus she's also like rebranding the look of all of these Taylor's versions. So I think it's like very feasible to say she's introducing more hot pink into that. Yeah.
Her Rep album cover was black and white. And I have a whole thing on how I think it will be black and white with a color face because she finally is like owns her own reputation and she's no longer like seen as this like black and white version of herself. And it's a very clowny theory, but I would love that. There was like an AI version, or not AI, but like someone colored her face in with like
what it like photoshopped it.
Yeah, and it looked really good. But hot pink with like the stuff with Barbie going on right now, and like the hot pink nails. Another thing that I'm clowning for is the cherry blossom, aka either Japanese, which is Tokyo, or April 1st, which is the first week of April, which is when all the cherry blossoms throughout the world bloom, basically. So I don't know. I just think her nails did look very cherry blossomy lately. I don't know if anyone saw it. It was like glittery looking like speckled pink. Like
and they were long too, which was very giving look what you made me do to me.
And a lot of people said she wears her nails long. I remember someone said she wears her nails long between touring because when she's touring she wears it short because of the guitar. But I don't think she would go long just for the sake of it. Like I think that she does use her nails for Easter eggs, so I can totally see that being more of a clue.
The nails are the one thing I am consistently zooming in at because like she's been so vocal about how she uses her nails to like tell us things that like at this point you're doing a disservice if you're not looking at it.
Do you think we're getting, because everybody clowned for 1989 features and Taylor having a bunch of features on 1989. She only ended up having Bad Blood. I don't think she's gonna do as many features as people think. People have like all these theories about all these different features. I don't think she's looking to make her Taylor's versions have a ton of features because that's not the point. The point of it is to be Taylor's. So in my opinion, personally, is that my dog? No, that's my chair. In my opinion, like she doesn't want these to be covered. I don't think it's out of the box that she would do one or two features, but I don't think she's doing like.
I think we sort of got spoiled with Red Taylor's version and then took that and going into like the rest thought that that's what it was going to be like. Even Speak Now, she had, you know what I mean? She had Hayley Williams, she had Fall Out Boy, like, so we were a little bit spoiled in that way. But I don't think everyone's going to be like that, no.
And I just think there's something about I think if anything, if she's gonna do a bunch of features on any album from like a business perspective and like vocal perspective, I almost think Debut is better for that because she can pull in like Lana and get some like softer tones for Debut. She could, especially because she's no longer really country. If she did Debut in like more of like a softer tone with some Lana, and then she did like like pull, you guys know what I mean? Like, I think that that would be beautiful. I think with Rep, it's such a special album to her. It's not even her favorite album, I don't think she said, but it means so much because of the what she went through with it. And I'm like, does she want to just pull a bunch of people just for the sake of it to be a feature? I don't know. It's a good question, but she always surprises us.
Yeah,
So who the hell
I know. The only one I'm truly like really clowning for is Blackpink because I just like an all-girl group, a K-pop group. Like I would love it so much, you know.
I'm on board with you on that. Especially with the video we got of her like with the Blackpink song and like her from the. I have the hiccups. Sorry, I keep like.
Okay.
From the her. Oh God, I love that Miss Americana premiere outfit. It was so freaking cute. But from her VMAs outfit award video. The only thing I will admit, I just looked at that picture again just for the sake of it. That VMAs outfit, the diamond glitter, when she did the video just now of like the whatever. Mm-hmm. The only thing I don't like about that is her hair. The bangs split down the middle.
Agreed. It's giving Dwight.
It's giving Ernest goes to school. Like, you know, like, I don't know. I just not my thing. But I will admit too that I think a lot of her Evermore folklore hair was not my favorite either, even though I liked that era on her a lot. I think she wore her hair a little weird.
I think just her regular like blunt bang would have done. This one is what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the blunt bang would have hit better there, or at least, oh God, this outfit. Do you guys remember this?
You just look so good with that front fringe like that. Like it looks so good.
First of all, how does a woman pull off so many hairstyles and is amazing at it? Because I don't know. Like, she looks like, I'm sorry, but this was like such a fun little sassy era of hers. Like, look at how Barbie she looks here. Like, I know she's always Barbie, but I like her hair looks a little lighter here. Plus, like the little like wave curl. I don't know. She just looks so Barbie here. I love this outfit. I would kill hair wise. Do you think she's gonna go straight, or she's gonna go like an updo, or do she's gonna go curly?
You know, I don't know. Because honestly, like. I don't know. A lot of that to me depends on what she's wearing. You know what I mean?
Someone said the lob and the bangs is favorite. Yeah, the lob and the bangs is my. What's your favorite hairstyle of hers? I've never asked you that.
Honestly, I just love the classic, just like the straight with the bangs. But I mean, I really loved the. It was was it the VMAs this year with the black dress, and she wore like the "Look What You Made Me Do" sort of like loose updo. It was like half up, half down almost. Hold on.
Wore this with the split leg?
Yeah. I loved that because it was something so different from her, like for what she usually did. But I do just like the classic, just like her hair down. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I like when her natural wave comes in a little bit. Not in like a too casual way, but in that like this picture kind of way, like it's kind of like cute. It's giving early 2000s, which is one of my favorite eras. Like, you know, we grew up in that era. I just think that's like,
yeah.
The studs on this outfit were pretty iconic, weren't they? She looks like a fairy here. Like actually, she looks like Farrah. Like she looks like a fairy. Okay, the filter's on her for everybody. Yeah. I don't know why, but I just think we're going to get like a really shock. Something's going to shock us.
That's where I'm like, I feel like I say one thing and then I backtrack it 5 minutes later because I'm like, she can do whatever, you know, she can do whatever. And I'm going to eat it up no matter what.
We're all going to, I think there's been some outfits that she's definitely had in the past that we're all a little bit like, she could, but at this stage in her career, with this level of fame that she has, there is no way she is falling short on any outfit with whatever stylist she's hired. There's no way. Way. So whatever she shows up in, I will eat that shit up.
I did love let's just talk about her natural hair.
That is what I'm talking about. That's my favorite.
So gorgeous.
That's my favorite. Okay, first of all, can we also talk about that picture? Because oh my.
Can I frame it? Is it weird to frame it?
Well, it's the background on my phone right now, so I mean.
Oh, I love that for you. That's so adorable.
I change it every few days to something cute with Travis and her, or just Travis with the heart hands at the Buffalo game.
So cute.
And then his hand, because you know you can do the depth effect on the iPhone. His hand goes right in front of the time a little bit.
Perfect.
I know, it's really cute. I'm a freak, I know, guys.
No.
That is my favorite hair. I think that really casual but cutesy her. It's a nice perfect mix between debut and Taylor now.
It's just cute. It's just really cute.
I will say, I mean, straight hair Taylor is really cute. I do sometimes struggle, and I know why she does this, so I'll get to that in a second because people are gonna like jump on my back the moment I say this, but I'm not a fan of her straight hair in the context of her at the Eras tour because it feels really casual compared to her like her very fancy looks. But I understand it's because she's performing for 3 hours, doing a bunch of dancing, and any sort of hairstyle would otherwise fall or look crappy by the end of the night. So having her hair be naturally straight and then just kind of curl up from her sweat, which ends up looking really cute anyways, totally makes sense to me.
Right? Like that's the goal.
That's the goal. So I get that, but I will say it threw me off when they opened, you know, on Glendale. I'm like, oh, like I kind of just expected a little bit more like boom, you know.
So many things threw me Glendale night one.
You guys not kill to like erase your brain and re-watch the Eras tour for the first time and have a heart attack about it? Because I would lose my shit to like. Do you guys remember we knew nothing of what to expect? And now I probably remember. I have the whole concert memorized.
But I know, right? I'm like, this set. Okay, let's wait. Let's talk about what awards she's nominated for tomorrow and like what.
Yeah, 6 of them. Okay, guys, let's do that because I'm ready for that part.
Yeah.
I have it pulled open here. Give myself insulin. Hold on.
I'm like going to it too. Sorry.
Okay. Oops. Sizes altruism. I love this part of the song. Okay, so she's nominated for Album Midnights, Record Antihero, Pop Duo / Group Performance Karma, Song Antihero, ironically, that's what's playing in the background right now, Pop Vocal Album Midnights, and Pop Solo Performance Antihero.
Okay.
Very awkward to see Joe Alwyn on this list as we're looking at this.
What's he nominated for?
He co-wrote
right.
Sweet Nothings.
Yeah.
Was that it?
I thought you meant like as a separate, like instead of.
No. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if the song that she would potentially get an award for, he was also like a writer on and would like accept? Ugh.
She would be so nice about it. You know she would.
So good, but like awkward. Do you guys, okay, I'd like to know what everybody's thoughts are. Do you guys think she's going to win all 6?
No.
I don't think so either.
Let's talk. Okay, wait. Record of the year first. So this is the one that we talk is mostly for like, it says award to artists and producers, mixers, mastering, and the artist. Record of the year. So it's Taylor, Worship, Not Strong Enough, Boy Genius, Miley Cyrus, Billie Eilish, Victoria Monet, Olivia Rodrigo, and SZA. That's stacked.
I think the duo group performance also she won't win, the Karma.
Agreed.
I think she's going to win album.
I agree.
And I think she's going to win, it could be either just album or pop vocal album. I think she's got a chance at both. But I definitely think the Antihero performance is up there because if you look at that, if you watch that, it's really good. I mean, I think that is a solid.
I think, honestly, realistically, I think Midnights will win Album of the Year. And so, like, when Harry's House won, he won Album of the Year and Pop Album. So I think that's what would happen with Midnights, too.
Yeah, I agree. So I think personally, in my opinion, I think that she's going to win 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Album, pop vocal album, song Antihero, but that one's kind of out on the fence. And then I do think she will win pop solo performance for Antihero.
Okay, so
what else is nominated under pop solo performance? I'm curious. Do you have that?
I'm on the whole Grammys list. So yes, pop duo performance. Okay.
Let's do the top pop duo first. For Karma.
Pop duo is 1,000 Miles, Miley Cyrus featuring Brandi Carlile. Candy Necklace, Lana Del Rey featuring John Baptiste. Never Felt So Alone, Labyrinth featuring Billie Eilish. Karma, Taylor Swift and Ice Spice. And Ghost in the Machine, SZA featuring Phoebe Bridgers.
I think she has a chance there.
Actually, I kind of do too, looking at this. The Miley Cyrus and Brandy Carlisle one gives me pause, though.
I gotta listen to that. Or watch it. Listen/watch. For those of you whoever just asked, Mountain Standard Time, the Grammys start at 6 p.m. I do think you're right on that. I think it's giving me pause the more that you read the. What about the pop solo performance for Antihero that she's nominated? Who else is nominated under
Pop
that?
solo is Flowers, Miley Cyrus, Paint the Town Red, Doja Cat, What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish, Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo, and Antihero.
I think Vampire she'd win over, but I'm not sure about What Was I Made For. Shit. That's a tough one.
Because I think, honestly, Vampire, Paint the Town Red, Flowers, like, I think Taylor takes it, but I'm worried about Billie Eilish.
Billie has that with pop. So I would estimate, if I'm guessing here based on what we know, she's going to get album, pop vocal album, and she could take song Antihero. Is Billie nominated for the song, too? What Was I Made For? Is that under song?
Let me see.
Damn you, Billie!
Is she? Okay, wait. So song, yeah, it is.
Damn it.
Song of the year, it's A&W, Jack Antonoff, Lana Del Rey, Sam Dew, Antihero, Butterfly, Dance of the Night, Flowers, Kill Bill, Vampire, and What Was I Made For?
Do you think, I don't know if they do probably think this, I don't think they do, but do you think they'll give one to one and one to the other? Like song would be Antihero and then pop solo performance would be Billie, or vice versa?
I think if they're both nominated, if one was Song of the Year, it would obviously also be Pop of the Year, you know?
Think about it, because I actually agree with you on that. But as you say that, I agree with you, but then in the same breath, I'm like, but then what's the point of having both?
Right, you're right.
I struggle. I go back and forth on that. People are saying not necessarily, but I don't know enough.
Well, I think the difference for me is that if Song of the Year is not won by a pop song, right?
Yes,
like
yes.
A&W is not a pop song. Butterfly, I don't think is a pop song.
So if Billie wins song, you're right. She almost has to take pop solo.
Right.
And I will say, I wouldn't almost call that pop. That's a cute. I like that. I almost wouldn't call that pop.
It's nominated in pop, though.
I know it is. I'm just like, why is that called pop? Does anyone else think of that? She is a pop artist, like I get that, but I'm just like, huh.
I guess if she submitted her album as pop, the whole thing would be, right?
So I'm from the early 2000s. I was a teenager in the very, very early 2000s, and so I personally think of pop very different than independent. What's it called? Like Billy Calais. What did I just say?
You said Billy Calais, but you meant Colby, I think. Like bubbly. Yeah.
I went to say bubbly, like Colby Calais, and we had just been talking Billy, so I said Billy Calais. Oh my god, that was great. That was good.
But listen, the thing is I was here. I was with you.
Exactly. Did everyone else know what I meant? Oh, I'm getting old. Yeah, I do think I think of pop a little bit different than the world categorizes pop. It is a very catch-all. I think pop has kind of become very catch-all to especially at the Grammys. Yeah, this will be pop is like NSYNC, Britney Spears, like, you know. But Britney Spears,
I think bubblegum when I think pop too. Yeah.
But think about it this way.
Anymore.
Britney's album, she had like, yeah, even Lucky was a bit high pace pop. Like I was thinking, she's so lucky.
I love that song.
But she cry. But that's still pretty poppy compared to like Billie's.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Billie? How does the song go again? The Barbie song. The one with
I can't sing, so I won't sing it. When did it end? See, I don't sing. I know what I'm capable of. I'm
laughing, Jojo, because I was trying to make audio for myself to use on TikTok because we can't use Taylor Swift songs anymore, and I posted a video an hour ago right before we came live of me using the auto-tune like type voiceover, and I did the midnight rain. He wanted comfortable, I wanted that pain. He wanted.
I'm dying for all of these like Swiftie made audios. Like it has me on the floor. I'm just absolutely dying.
When did it end?
Yeah,
All
that's the one.
the enjoyment. Something like that. Anyways, that is not pop. I can't sing. I'm sorry. I can't sing.
But I think like the thing that gets me for that for pop performance, right, is the way that Billie sings that song was like
It's
so
very emotional.
such an artistic choice that I
So
don't think you can ignore.
But I will say there is beauty. It doesn't always have to be. I love how your video just popped up on my For You page.
Finally.
You hear yourself? It's the Take a Trip with Me to West Side Story video. Oh, so what was I saying? So I do hear me out. Here's some good thoughts. So this is a great discussion. I think we always get hit in the feels, especially because reminding ourselves that they are not going to judge, or they shouldn't judge Billie's song. When did it end? All the enjoyment. Beautiful song. If we didn't have that to associate with Barbie and the girl moment that Barbie gives for that song, would we think it's a beautiful song? Don't get me wrong, but would we look at it with this like reverie of like, oh, this is beautiful, don't break it, but like this perfect thing? I don't know if I would. I mean, I would think it's a great song. I think it was beautiful, but I really don't think as a song as a whole, it's this like angelic like perfection. I think it's angelic perfection because we have this beautiful emotional grasp of womanhood that we now associate that with. Just kind of like make the friendship brace, let's take the moment. You know, like it's like this like, so in my opinion, looking at it, and that's how they get judged at the Grammys, right? They're not going to be like, oh, well, this was such an emotional performance on Barbie. They're going to say, no, this song as a whole, how are we going to judge just the song? I'm curious because I do think Antihero, despite that it's not that like soft emotional, it actually has a lot of depth to it.
I mean, listen, you have to say there's something to be said for like, did you hear my covert narcissism? I disguise as altruism. Like,
there's some beauty in her lyricism that
in
Billie
the pop
doesn't have in
song.
her song. Yeah. I'm curious what the like no I'm curious the grading factors for each area, because I'd like to look at the, I wonder if we can find it. Like how do they grade song of the year? Let's look. Like
you just also have to, thank you guys so much. You also have to like, I feel like you cannot ignore commercial success anymore. Like we just can't. You have to, it doesn't need to be like your deciding factor, but you have to factor it in, especially when that artist is suddenly selling like vinyls.
You can't, like, I will say she's never won song of the year, someone put in the chat too, and I remember, so that is like, can you imagine her getting like,
that's the one that's like considered the songwriters award too.
It is, it's a lyrical award as well.
She would love that.
My glasses are from Pear Eyewear. Okay, so here's the difference. I pulled this up on the Grammys website. So it says Song of the Year, you just said it, is referred to as, oh, where'd it go? Shoot, I just lost my, the Song of the Year goes to the songwriters, hence Song of the New Material, not including sampled song. For example, the 44th Grammys, the winner of Song of the Year was Fallen by Alicia Keys, and as the sole writer of the song, Keys received the Grammy. So it's referred to as the Songwriters Award, one of several across 84 categories. The other portion of it is Record of the Year is a specific recording of a song and recognizes the artists, producers, and engineers. That actually is really good to know. So that's why when she has Record, when she's nominated for Record, which is Antihero, it's not only just going to be her. I don't think she's going to win that one, I would argue.
Okay, wait, we're talking about Record of the Year?
Yeah, looking at the way that they're kind of describing it, it would go towards the artists, producers, and engineers. Song of the Year deals with the composition of a song and recognize the writers who wrote it. I almost feel like When Did It End song might get if she was nominated, would get Record. And
I mean, honestly, and like the Grammys love Phineas. Mm-hmm. Like that would be the one that he would get. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But also, I mean, Jack Antonoff is the current reigning like producer of the year, also. So you know, who knows?
I know. Okay, so it says that voting. Here it is. Oh, hold on. There's a whole from a day ago. There is a whole Forbes article about Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift for Song of the Year 2024. Look at this. Oh my God, this is kind of crazy. So everyone else is kind of debating the same thing we are, which is hilarious because I had no clue people were thinking this.
Geniuses.
It said Taylor Swift is the likely winner here, but not just because she did a great job with Antihero. The superstar currently holds the record for the most Song of the Year nominations of all time with 7. And this latest nod helped her break her tie with both Paul McCartney and Lionel Richie. What separates Swift from the two artists, other than gender, of course, is the fact that she has never won. Obviously, we knew that, Angela, thank you. Despite being one of the most successful songwriters of all time, the Recording Academy hasn't bestowed Song of the Year upon Taylor Swift. Whether she deserves it for Antihero is up for debate, but she is certainly long overdue for this honor. She should have scored it in past nominations with You Belong With Me or All Too Well 10-minute version. She was, I think, I am robbed from All Too Well 10-minute version not being, I mean, more in my opinion than Antihero.
Agreed.
Absolutely. I mean, insane that she didn't.
That song was a cultural moment, in my opinion. Like, everyone was talking about the scarf. Everyone.
Yes.
It's a lyrical masterpiece. Like, double cross my mind. Are you fucking kidding me?
Who? I mean, at least one person, there's always 1 or 2 lines per song that I'm like, who comes up with that? I want to know her IQ, but I digress. It does say that Billie could end up beating Taylor Swift, as her single is very much a part of the award season chatter this year, as we already know with the Golden Globes.
Are we talking Song of the Year right now?
Huh?
Song of the Year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They said What Was I Made For on the charts was not nearly as massive as Antihero, but it may be noted for being even more stunning in what it has accomplished with the Barbie movie, shocking many in its understated beauty that some 22-year-old does better than almost anyone in the industry right now, Billie. It's also likely the winner of the Best Original Song Academy Award in a few weeks, influencing a number of voters because of its accomplishment at the box offices with Barbie.
Fair.
But I want to know, do they take that kind of stuff in? It said it's also possible that Miley could win for Flowers, but that track seems more likely for Record of the Year. I agree. Who knows? I mean, I will just say, yeah, Taylor has been robbed at the Grammys in the past, so I don't think it's far off to think that we could be totally shocked by this. But I would probably
keep in mind too that, like, while it is a voting academy of people, right? Like, Taylor is having a fucking moment. A cultural moment.
They would really hurt themselves. I'm not saying they should choose her because she's popular, but I'm just saying it would look really bad if she totally got robbed this year too.
I am not sleeping on SZA. We can talk about her, but like, that's one of the ones I'm worried about for album of the year is SZA's album for sure. But also I think we still need to remember that SZA is a relatively new artist in the grand scheme of things, and she, like, already incredible that she's nominated for this many Grammys. Like, she's gonna get nominated for so many more throughout her career. She's incredible.
She's nominated for SOS, right?
I think so.
I've never listened to it.
I've heard a couple songs.
Do I know any songs? Like, would I know any? Are there any popular ones? I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't listen to anything else but Taylor Swift, honestly.
You would. There was one that was like a pretty viral TikTok sound, if nothing else. Like, I'm sure you would have heard it.
Does anyone know which one it was?
I don't sing. Someone tell her. Snooze. That was the one that she had the video with Justin Bieber too, I believe.
Here it is. This was a TikTok sound?
I think so.
How can us lose and miss the moment? You just do it.
It's not my taste in music. I'm just clicking on random things.
That's fair.
I'm educating myself on Taylor's competition. Clicked on a good part of the lyrics there.
Kill Bill. Kill Bill's the other song they're saying.
Okay, hold on. Let's go to that one.
And she's nominated for Love Language as well.
Oh, I do know this one.
This is the TikTok sound one.
Yeah. Okay, that's a great song. Someone said listen to Ghost in the Machine. I didn't like it. Sorry.
Everything disgusting, conversation is so boring. Heard about what
Hear me out. I don't think she has a bad voice, so nobody take offense to this. She sounds like she's talking.
I think people like SZA because she writes her own music as well, doesn't she? Like, yeah, and her lyrics are pretty good, but like very similar to Taylor Swift. Like Taylor's not going to win a singing competition, right? She has an incredible voice, but that's not what Taylor's music is about. SZA's the same, but it's more just like R&B, which again, I'm with you, is not really my thing, to be honest with you, but it's good. It's great.
She is a little more R&B. It's not comparable. We can't compare because they're two different areas. But I will say, if I had to guess, I don't think that that's an album of the year album. Just based on like the 5 songs I've just clicked on, and I'd have to listen to it to give an actual opinion. But based on the little clippets I've heard, I don't think compared to Midnight's that's better.
Here's the thing why I think that Midnight's deserves album of the year is because it is the only album on that list that occupied all 10 Billboard top 10 spots. Midnight.
Not only that, but I do think Taylor's one of the few artists, hear me out, and I can't compare to SZA because I don't know SZA. I just listened to the first time other than the Kill Bill song I'd heard. I think Taylor is one of the few artists who does create albums. Do you remember buying albums back in the day from our favorite artists like Britney and whatever?
I know where you're going with this, and yes.
You know what I'm about to say. So you know what I'm about to say. So I don't think there are very many artists out there that create albums that have no skips. And I think Taylor is one of those very few artists that create albums that don't just have 3 or 4 good songs. And they are themed.
Beyonce, right? Beyonce said no one makes albums anymore. They create singles.
That's
or
whole
TikTok
album. They create singles and then fillers. Yes. So,
down the block, there's an antique shop and something in my
Jesus fuck, why is she so
Can I
good?
tell you something about this song for a hot second?
Yeah.
I didn't get it. Okay. I must admit, I didn't get Timeless for a very long time. I was like, it's not my favorite. And then one night I had done a little gardening. Okay. And I was like sitting in my office and I have a picture of my grandparents sitting up there. And that day my mom was telling me the story about how my grandpa went to war and kept a picture of my grandma in his little like necklace and kept with him. And then I was just in my office by myself sobbing, listening to Timeless because it like hit me suddenly like months later.
I will say I'm with you on that. I was the same. But not for that reason. That's a really cute. I'm gonna think of that now when I play the song. I think that there's a few parts of the song that don't flow. It's like there's a few. Listen to this. I still like the song. Don't get me wrong. If it comes on, I don't skip it. I like this. But listen to this, you guys. And no speak now, girlies. Don't come hate me because I'm not trying to hate. But listen. This part. That doesn't. This 29. That does not work. Sorry. 29 cents. Okay. Does anyone else agree with me? Please tell me I'm not alone.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's just, again, it's just it wasn't my favorite thing until suddenly like the lyrics meant something and like hit me, and then I was like.
Well, to be fair, hey Tid, I haven't seen you in a while. I will say that the whole album of Folklore I didn't like when I first listened to it. I was like, I won't say I didn't like it. I was just so shocked that I was like, what? No, this isn't Taylor Swift. Like I was literally like what? I was
see, and I heard I'm doing good. I'm on some new shit, and I paused and immediately was like,
oh, well, you know that's my favorite song. That's my favorite song of all time, and that's my favorite Taylor Swift line of all time. So that's crazy to me. I don't want to say and I didn't start with the one, so I probably should have. My friend and I were out camping the week the album came out, and I didn't have time to like sit and do my whole like deep dive. So we were in a rental going up a mountain listening to the CD we purchased, and it like went to, number 5. I think it went to like Mirrorball first, and I was like, which Mirrorball is one of my least favorite Folklore songs too. So I was just, that's like where my impression started was Mirrorball. I shouldn't have done it. And then it kind of like, and then I think, what did it go to next? Hoax 7. It was on like shuffle or something, or my friend was pressing. I think maybe my friend was pressing like going to random songs because she didn't want to listen in order. I shouldn't have let her do that. And I think I just went like, what is this? And I got mad. And I was just like, because it was all the songs that are probably, Hoax is great, by the way, for anyone who thinks that I'm saying that. But Mirrorball and Seven were like one of the top first 5 songs I listened to. And I just remember being like, this is not what I thought it would be, you know? But then again, we had just come off of Pop Taylor. So my brain just hadn't really like, I wasn't prepared for that. But the more I listened to it, I was just like, yeah, sorry for those of you that hate me. Seven is not my favorite song. But my favorite album is Folklore, so like to be fair, like
I mean, Folklore is like an experience. It's not just like a one-off song thing. It's a whole inclusive
experience. I agree. It took me a while to like, not a while. It took me like a week, and because we were up in the mountains, and unless we wanted to turn the car on, we couldn't listen to any music. So I really didn't even. After the car ride up to the campsite, we didn't listen to it all week, and then when we came back down, I like got my Spotify out and I really listened, and I was like, holy shit, I love this. It just took me like, I should have started from song 1 and did the experience versus like shuffling around. But I will say Taylor, like Beyonce said, Taylor writes albums. She writes albums, and I don't think there are other artists out there that are doing that right now. Like very many. There are, but they're few and far between. So is she going to be finally rewarded for that is the question, and get album of the year? Because that's truly what the album of the year should be. And like you said,
I agree.
What other artist had that many on the Billboard top? Like,
not a single one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm biased. Someone just asked me, Midnights. Midnights is my favorite album. It is like my favorite era. I love Midnights. I will ride hard for Midnights. I just don't know how there's like, you have to take Billboard into consideration. Like you just can't.
I fully agree. You have to. Is it going to be enough? She's been snubbed. The fact that she lost. I just inhaled a cupcake in the back of my throat.
Oh man.
I got too excited. The fact that she lost with All Too Well 10-minute version is insane insane. I'm also a millennial, so I want to sing Insane on the Membrane right now. Insane to me. I just cannot. So to me, knowing what we know though, like it really could go any way because they've snubbed her so much in the past.
It also feels like it's time. It's time.
2023 and 2024 is her year, the year of her whole career. It would be insane for them to be like, yeah, let's screw her over again.
I mean, right?
That's really bad. I mean, and like you said, you have to take into consideration. You have to take into consideration the Billboard. You have to.
Okay, I just got a good question that I do want to talk to you about. What do you and Dani think she will wear to the Super Bowl? I'm so excited for her.
I feel like I'm falling in love for the first time all over again every time I see her and Travis.
I'm like, oh my God.
I get butterflies.
It's like my own little personal like romance movie.
I know. Okay, my guess is a mini skirt.
Absolutely.
A pleated black mini skirt.
Okay.
And his jersey tucked in with a little French tuck maybe?
Cute.
Or like some version of his jersey cropped or something like that. Can you imagine? I have been waiting for her to actually wear his jersey. Like I know she's worn versions of it, like Kristen's jacket that she made, etc. But like his jersey and high knee boots.
I was very anti-jersey for a very long time. Okay, I have to admit, I think the only way she could like top herself is doing a full jersey at this point.
That's what I'm saying, because it's the Super Bowl. You can't just show up in a red sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just show up in a red sweater for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. I will say, I wonder if she will wear like shorts or pants just because like in case they win, if there's like a celebration, like, I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. But
okay, but hear me out. In case they win.
What?
In case they win, wouldn't you want to be in like a cute little mini skirt to be like, Trav, like look at me in a cute mini skirt?
Yes. right? Like, yes, all of the above, all of the above. So who knows?
I mean, she's got the legs. She looks great. Like,
I want
those
her.
mini skirts on her are so freaking cute.
I know. She looks great in a skirt moment.
You could wear a freaking box, and I'd be like, she's stunning. She's stunning. Oh my God! Can you imagine getting more content like we got at the AFC Championship?
No.
Listen, it's unhealthy how much I watch those videos.
Was the AFC Championship game better than Argentina?
Yes, in my personal opinion. But hold on,
see them talk, right?
Yes. Ugh. With a I have a contingency point. Yes, it was, because we got more and we got to hear them talk, and it was everything. It was a romance novel moment. Oh my God, it was everything. But something special about 11:11 is she ran to kiss him and jump in his arms in her cute little outfit, her cute little jumpsuit. Like,
that's such a girl moment. Like, that's such a dream.
Yes, a pop star coming off stage. The whole world just had the best year of her life, runs to her NFL greatest of all time boyfriend and jumps into his arm and kisses him after he's been standing in the stands with her dad, jamming to her singing on stage with the whole world.
She said Karma's the guy on the cheap.
There is something about that moment that will always be kind of like special to
my cheeks are hot just thinking about it.
It's pure happiness, it's pure joy, it's pure love, it's pure. I don't think it's hard. If you are, I have to say something here. If you are in the comments watching or in just watching, and you are a newer Swiftie, and when I say newer Swiftie, I mean even 10-year Swiftie, even 5 to 10 year Swifties, I would call you newer, as in you're not an OG Swiftie. But 5 years or less Swiftie, we'll say really new. And you think that was amazing and you squeal over that, imagine Swifties who have been with her for 15 years crying over all her breakups, crying over men that didn't treat her right, crying over these horrible things that she's gone through with not only boyfriends, but the media, whatever. And now she is experiencing this pure, loving joy. I'm not at all trying to say, you don't know what it's like. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm more saying, if you thought that was amazing for you as a newer Swiftie, imagine the joy Swifties who have watched her struggle so much for 15 plus years. And all
just like seeing her struggle publicly, seeing her get put down in the media publicly, seeing her shut down, go private, hide away, not give us anything for literally 5 years, and then come back in this way where the media is finally standing up for her and she's having this
standing up for her, but like to the point where she's actually had to be like, okay guys, back off a little bit, which is like,
right.
The only time she's ever had to say back off is when they're treating her like crap.
Yeah.
Not like when they're like, we love her so much, let's put her on camera. Like, she's never had to, can you imagine? Like,
and like you're around my age, right? Like I'm 34.
Yep.
So like we've literally struggled through these moments with her, like in conjunction with her.
Taylor's age. This is like any of us who have lived through those struggles in our young 20s have watched this, and when she had breakups, I had breakups. It was like this thing we all kind of had this like same, like that's why I think there's a little bit more of a parasocial relationship and energy with Taylor. A lot of people have, because she was like my friend growing up that I experienced these things with.
I say it all the time, but like there were times in my life that like I didn't have people to talk to me about those things that I needed to talk to me, but Taylor Swift spoke to me about those things, you know?
I agree. I had the same thing.
Just helped me grow, helped me mature, helped me process, helped me just be emotional about the things that I needed to be emotional about.
Red was the breakup album, in my opinion, that was like, that just changed it all. Well, not breakup album, but like the album that had like such an emotional, like Fearless was beautiful. Oh my God, White Horse. Just like Fearless was, speaking of, I was gonna say Hey Steven, and that's obviously not a breakup song, but Fearless wasn't really a breakup album. Fearless was a love album that had a few like, sad songs. But Red was the first like, holy shit, And from there it was just like
coming of age to me.
Yeah, Yeah, it did. It was very, but coming of age with all these experiences that she's had to like now live through and sing about for the first time. So like Breathe. Oh, Breathe was so beautiful. Oh my God. I honestly am such a fearless girl, you guys, seriously.
Fearless makes me like, I get really emotional.
I just get really emotional. Honestly, White Horse kind of does that to me, but like, oh my God. Begin Again. Oh my God. Speaking of, I'm gonna put it on. I really do think that this is it for her. Like, I hope this is it for her. Like, I want this to be it for her because I'm so happy for her and I want her just to be happy. But whatever makes her happy, I'm happy. As long as she's happy, I'm happy. But if that's what's so beautiful about us squealing over this, is it really does. I mean, my partner and I we've been married for a few months, but we've only been together for 2.5 years. I think there's kind of this beauty of like growing through a lot of pains with relationships and then kind of finding your person finally in your 30s. And I kind of feel like that's what she's done. Like, I feel like that's like this could be it. And so that's why I think it's really fun for us to squeal over her and Travis. So I will say, I do think 11/11 will hold a special place in my heart, but I think the full circle moment we felt last Sunday was pretty insane. Like,
I think it's
if we
just
get
like
to the Super Bowl, oh my God.
And people always asking too, like, has Taylor always been like this? Like, has she ever been this open or honest with a boyfriend or a significant other before? And like, not to this
Paris,
level.
she posted a lot, but it was like silly little like post photos on Instagram, like. But it wasn't like
running into his arms to kiss him in front of her fans.
It was like young love, like girly young. Like I had, we've all had a love when you were younger that you look back on, and you kind of laugh at yourself. You're like, I was in love, but I wasn't in love. Like it's not a deep emotional love. It's just kind of like almost, I don't even want to say lust is the right word, but it's just like this, like, like young love. Yeah, young love is really the only way to say it. So I think that was different. This is like, no, if in my honest opinion, we've never had this. And infatuation was what she had before, I think. Yeah. This is like, I am emotionally with the person that heals and sees me for who I am, and I am absolutely madly in love with it. That's what I see with her and Travis, in my opinion.
The moment of like her and Travis after the game and him looking at her and her looking at the cameras going like, I don't care, was everything to me, because that's the moment that we never would have seen Taylor Swift ever before this year. Looking at a camera and going, I don't give a fuck about the camera. That's the moment, like, that was the moment that I like chills. Like,
I know. I don't give a fuck. Some people said they thought she said, and there was a closer view of it. What did she say, actually? It wasn't I don't give a fuck. It was like, yes.
It's hard to see.
Oh, yes.
I think she said, like, I don't really care, or I don't fucking care, or I don't give a fuck.
Something like that. But it's all the same genre of what she said. It's basically like, I don't even care. Oh, I love you guys. Oh my God, Taryn said the moment I knew. Can we play it? Hold on. Just listen. I, as a Swiftie, fully married, by the way, we're both fully married with like healthy, happy relationships. Like, why does this make? Because I think there is something to be said about like. I mean, I also was obsessed with like High School Musical. I mean, there's just something to be said about like the pop star girl that was like made fun of a little bit, that's now become like finally come around again to the audience, and then the NFL player. Like, it's like a romance novel.
Like the especially millennials, were exposed to this culture of like rom-com movies that were always the cool girl being a football guy and ignoring the artsy girl, right? And the movies that we watched where the artsy girl finally gets the guy, right? Like, what's the one with Austin Ames? Like, that's Princeton guy or whatever.
Oh, not How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Help me, guys.
Hold on.
Hilary Duff.
I know.
Cinderella Story.
Yeah, Cinderella Story. God damn it. You know, the other one I'm thinking of now that I say How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. What's the other one? 10 Days. They filmed it in Washington at that high school. Someone tell me. 10 Things I Hate About You. She's
Oh,
the artsy
yep.
girl. She's kind of the nerd, you
Yep.
know. And but yes, also us. That actually, Cinderella's story is really good.
But like that's the vibe, right? And like that doesn't happen in real life. The football player doesn't go for the artsy girl. Like
She's All That, another good one.
27 Dresses.
A Walk to Remember.
So good.
I'm sorry, but there was a certain period of time in my life that I could not. I stopped. I know. That came out when we were in like high school, right? That came out like right when, or like right before high school. No, right before high school. It was like in middle school for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Taylor is the catch here. Let's just acknowledge. But what we're saying is just like it's like this storyline come to life for me, anyways. I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah, it's a rom-com storyline. She is the artsy girl that was hated on in the past.
Yeah.
And she's finally getting her comeuppance and getting the guy that's like on the Chiefs, the guy on the Chiefs. Instead of on the screen, which I think she could have kept it as that and just winked and looked at him too and it would have been cute, but her changing the lyric is like, I know.
Next level.
16 Candles. Someone said 16 Candles. I actually really like that.
Good. Yeah.
That is a good one. I will say too, I just feel like there's something to be said about the lyrics in this song kill me every time. My best friend's wedding. Everybody, I just want to make my opinion known about this now because a lot of people keep tagging me and asking me in videos about this. I personally will not be talking about if I think she's getting proposed to. I will not be talking about... I just think, I want to remind everybody, like, if you were in a relationship right now, again, keep in mind, if you pretend you're a pop artist in that relationship, because that's fine, because she is, and she knows, here's the thing, people all say things like this, and this is such an ADHD moment. I've literally, like, not made a full sentence yet. How do I want to say this? Okay. I will say statements like what I'm about to say, and then people will be like, what? How is that any different than just like, you know, getting so cutesy over them kissing and watching videos and posting videos of them kissing and talking about their relationship? And I'm like, to some degree though, Taylor kind of actually has made it her brand to have her relationships be a part of her life that people see online and people talk about it, and she does autobiographical music. Like, this isn't autobiographical. What did I just say? So it's just, I don't think that there's anything wrong with us being like, oh, we just love seeing her happy. I just love her being in love. But I do think it might be a little bit, in my personal opinion, a step too far to be like, ooh. I think it's one thing to be with your friends and just be like, oh, I hope if they want to get married, that would be fun to see them get married. But I do think it's a whole other thing to be on social media. And this is the statement I was saying I was going to make. To be like on social media and being like, I think he's going to bend down and propose. And I think that like a proposal is coming and maybe they'll have babies when I just know that when Greg and I were like not engaged yet, when people would talk about that, like I would get annoyed. Like, how do you know about my relationship in that way? And that's something just like a step into intimacy.
Like, I think it's possible, right? At this point, we have to acknowledge that it's possible that like marriage talk could be an actual trigger for her, right? Yeah. Like after Lavender Haze, after You're Losing Me, Champagne Problems, like we have to recognize that that's obviously something she feels some type of way about. Yes. And like, she's in a relationship. But that doesn't guarantee like marriage. It doesn't guarantee a traditional looking relationship or a family. So
she has said in the past, to give people credit, to play devil's advocate, she has said in the past she wants to get married.
She has.
But we don't know, you know, like things can change for people. So that's why it's just just let her be happy in the moment. We can be clowny happy for her in the moment. But that doesn't mean that, hold on, I had to block someone, sorry. That doesn't mean that we need to speculate about their future in the sense of like anything other than I just hope if they can be together, I hope that makes them happy and they stay happy. That's like what I'll do.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think it's between them. Like someone else mentioned, like Travis has talked about marriage and having kids too. And you're right, he totally has, but that doesn't mean that that's where they are, right? Like,
They've been together 6 months, guys. We have no clue that we can say that we know they're in love. We know they're in love. They've said I love you. But outside of that,
Yeah.
It's too speculative. And to be honest, like, we have no clue. How often are they seeing each other, right? Like, I said I love you to Greg within the first 3 months. Great. But outside of that, like, I don't know. I wouldn't have probably been ready for marriage within the first 6 months. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, every person's different. So every relationship's different.
Yeah.
So I just think I think for Taylor, especially like you said, how she sung about marriage in some of her songs, You're Losing Me. What a shame she'd make such a lovely bride. What a shame she's fucked in the head. Like, how do you guys think it makes her feel for people to speculate about marriage for her? Based on how she's saying, probably not very good. So, dating and marriage are two different vibes. So, yeah, I agree. 100%.
It's just too speculative for me. I don't dig it. I'm okay with looking at this and being like, oh my God, they're stunning. I'm obsessed with them.
They're so cute. I'm so happy they're happy.
For all times, but I'm not good. I'm not to the point where I'm going to, like, I can't wait till I see them in a wedding dress or whatever. You know what I mean?
But to be fair, when I read like romance novels and stuff, the cute ending to me isn't like, I want them to get married. It's, I just want them to be happy. I'm so glad they're in love and together and happy. So that's...
When I read a romance novel and it ends with a wedding, I think it's corny.
I usually think it's a little too cheesy. Yeah, I agree. Or even a baby. I'm like, let them have their love. Just leave them alone. Yeah, let them have their love.
Let's have this, like, these moments are what I want to live in.
That's one of my favorite pictures because it's just this cute little, she's almost being shy for a little bit. Like, because she had her head ducked in one of the other pictures that was almost identical to that. Like a moment right before that, her head was like ducked down and he was kissing her forehead. A forehead kiss is my, like, downfall.
He's like touching her nose here, too.
Oh. If I heard sweetheart, I might have passed away.
It's or baby. So sweet.
Baby and sweetheart are my two favorite nicknames in, like, a romance novel. Or princess in, like, a snarky way that turns into a cutesy way. If in a romance, I know this is turning into romance novel talk, but if somebody snarkily calls in the beginning, you know, like to tease them, you know, like calls someone princess, and then later goes princess, but in a very soft, sweet, like revering, like just like looking at her in awe way. Oh, so sweetie to me is very different than sweetheart personally. So we didn't. Yeah, that's to me it is. To me it is.
I just also like. I'm loving
that's
how
what I was talking about. Yes, that's yes.
The feminine energy that she's giving in this is not something that I think Joe Alwyn ever afforded her. Was this level of feminine energy?
6 foot tall girly looking at that picture, I can tell you every bit of joy.
Because I'm only 5'8", right? But I still I didn't always wear heels around every guy. Like. When I do, I'm usually the same height.
Yes, agreed. 100. Do you know how much? And guys, first of all, let me preface this by saying I love being tall. I would not give it up for any sort of thing. You couldn't pay me to give this up. You could some. It depends. But the point is, you couldn't pay me to give it up. I love being tall. But there is something that I had to, there is a deep biological feminine energy that I love to be in touch with that I feel a little bit more difficult getting in touch with people of my same size, males of my same size, as a heterosexual woman, versus like my husband who's 6'6", by the way.
Yeah.
And I love feeling that like feminine, enclosed, it's not even small. Small isn't even the right word. It's just this like feminine cared for.
For me, it's like being like enveloped in just like care and love and like.
I'm trying to think of like cared for, but like, yes, like taken in and like held, you know, like there's something beautiful about that. And you're right, I don't think I ever saw Joe, and not even from a size perspective, but just like seeing them together.
Just like a feminine masculine thing.
He never gave her that security. He never gave her that intimacy, love in public. We don't know what they did in private, but yeah, like I agree with you that I do think Travis, just his energy in general, is very much more masculine. And like the clip of them in New York where he like gets her out of the car, holds her hand, closes the door behind her, and then won't let go of her hand to cross it over. Oh,
and she like glitches because she doesn't know what to do because she's usually leading, and suddenly this man is like holding her hand and shutting her door and leading her.
That is my Roman Empire. I think about that once a night. I'm not kidding. Like, I jump off of some very tall somethings. I like literally. And what's so crazy is he talks about it like he's like, yeah, of course, that's what you got to do. I got to be protected. The podcast after all of that too, when he was like that, I could not.
I know, because here's where I'm at, right? Like, he is very much entering Taylor Swift's world, right? Travis Kelce was not the man to go out in New York and have that amount of paparazzi on him. So, like, for him to be that confident entering that crazy of a world, to be like, this is my girl, I'm going to, you know, like, protect her and lead her and be here for her, like, instead of just, like, taking the back seat and seeing how it usually goes, is crazy to me.
Oh my God. I want to squeal. I want to squeal and go watch it all over again.
I know.
There needs to be, in all those edits too, I had like so many edits of them that I would like watch. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but that I would like watch. I mean, I did the same thing for like, it's nowhere near the same for me, but remember Rob and Kristen from Twilight? Like, I was a Twilight fanatic, so like, I watched so many edits when they started dating. I was like, I love them together. This is not, it doesn't even hold a candle to this.
No.
This is like top shelf, top tier whiskey. You can't get any better than this. And that was like Smirnoff vodka. Like, not even, oh my God, it's like the bodyguard trope, you guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm book girl.
It's like, okay, it's like moving the bodyguard to open and close her door for her, right? It's when they were in the restaurant taking her coat for her.
Oh.
And these are little things, right? These are just little tiny things. However, I think like especially normal people, we forget how easy it becomes when you literally have security and staff that do those things for you in those kinds of places, to like have that just like an Ohio boy step up and like.
Yes. Okay, but also because that's kind of what's so crazy is like Travis kind of took over in some instances where her security would otherwise take over. Mm-hmm. He was like, no, I got this.
Mm-hmm. Like, stop it right now.
Let me do this. I have to woo her. She glitched and he was just like, hold on. Let me get this. I am literally blushing just thinking about it. That hat on you is hilarious. Please.
So cute.
Guys, the swaying. Oh, the swaying. If I had to choose one favorite moment, though, if you had to choose one favorite Taylor and Travis moment, I know we're being a little clown, or being a little girly right now, and I actually don't give a shit. But what would be your favorite moment that we've gotten so far? Which one?
I said that's a good one. I don't know.
What would your guys's be? A lot of people are saying the heart hands on the field, or guy on the Chiefs, or the kiss at Argentina. But what some people are saying, the swaying, her lipstick all over his face. I don't want to clown for that because I don't know if it was true or if it was
honestly, just them at that game with her wearing that TNT bracelet. You know what? I walk it all back. Taylor Swift singing Labyrinth was the moment for me. Like, when she as a surprise song, when she sang Labyrinth and said, oh no, I'm falling in love.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
That was it.
And she couldn't keep the damn smile off of her face.
That was it for me.
I'm falling in love. And then she giggled a little bit like, yeah.
That was the one for me.
I would say that's pretty top three for me. I would say mine is probably the happiness, not even the kiss itself, but the happiness on her face when she ran to him at Argentina. The joy, you know, like, oh my God, I did it, and you saw, and oh my God. Well, also, let's just speak about the fact that in Argentina in general, the whole performance was like the most excessive. The part where she like walks up in whatever song in Midnight's where she like walks up and she like, was it like Midnight Rain where she like walks up and she goes, and there's like someone in the audience that took a video of her like right there on the bottom, like in front row, and she like did this like, I'm like, girl, you've never done that. You have never done that and looked that excessive during that moment in the tour. Oh yeah, Willow, that's my man.
That's my man.
Oh yeah, just everything about that show in general, I would argue. I do think we got more fed yesterday on Sunday, and it's a better than 11/11 in general, but I do think from a moment's perspective, I just think her happiness and excitement to like share her love for her show with him, you could see it all over her face, like the pride she has. That was great.
Also, as a side note, you understand this as a fellow millennial, the cultural significance of this.
Oh.
Of her wearing her boyfriend's hat.
Yes. Yes. And not only that, with her cheesy millennial camera picture, like and that filter she uses.
Like, how many times did we go out and we were like, let me wear your hat?
Oh, literally, I was at a show in Arlington, in Washington, D.C. once, years ago, 10 years, or how long ago? Too long ago. And there was this guy I was not even dating. I met at the concert. And as a millennial, everybody knows this. It's like, for those of you that started reading the book Flawless, and they say that you put the cowboy hat on, and that means that you're like interested in the guy. That's kind of like that's like the hat thing. Like, so I grabbed one of the hats off the cute guys that we were all talking, and then I put it on my head and wore it the whole concert. Mm-hmm. Nothing happened because he was actually in a relationship, and that was awkward. His wife actually was there, and she was like, that looks so cute on you. You have to keep that. And I was like, oh my God, kill me now. Neither of them had rings on.
So embarrassed.
But anyway, the hat thing is hugely significant for those of you that don't know. Like, millennial and like wearing the guy's hat, the baseball cap or whatever. I mean, if you're a country person, I guess the cowboy hat thing too. That was the move. And you thought you were so flirty and cute when you took their hat off and popped it on your head, and you were just like,
you know me, do I look cute? And then you pose for pictures with your girls.
Hold on, wait.
Yep.
The millennials, ready? Millennial, 1, 2, 3. Sing. That's fun. Wait, can someone take a screenshot of us doing that? Ready? Do it again. 1.
Okay. I can't stop laughing now. Stop. Okay, go.
Someone take a screenshot. 1. Hold on. Hold on. 1. Calm down, Dani. I want a picture of this because this is really cute.
Yeah.
Come on. Stop it.
You can do it. 1, 2, 3.
Algebra. Wait, we're smiling. Taylor not winning at the Grammys. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Certainly someone got it.
That's great. I had to say things to make myself unhappy, so I couldn't smile for that.
Yeah. No, she's gonna win. Album of the year, for sure.
So your final thoughts on the Grammys. What do you think?
I think she'll win a lot of the awards she's nominated for, but not all of them.
I agree. I just think that would be excessive at this point. I mean, if she did, holy shit, but hold on. I'm going back to where I had it pulled open where it was all the Grammys that she's nominated for. So, Taylor Swift 2024. So it's the album of the, wait. Here it is.
Record of the year, album of the year, song of the year.
It's kind of crazy for me to think that I think she's gonna get, if I'm guessing, album, song, because if I have to choose, I do think Billie will get hers for record. What was I made for? So I'm gonna say she's gonna get album, song. Thank you guys. They said they sent the picture. I'll send it to you if somebody doesn't send it to you.
I think I already got like 5 in my inbox.
Okay, yeah, me too. I just saw like 40. Sorry guys for those. Thank you all for doing it. Album, song, and I'm actually gonna go for pop solo performance too. Actually.
Ooh, okay. See, that's the 2 I think she's gonna lose. She won't win are pop solo performance and pop duo performance.
Because, okay, hold on. This might be a dumb question. I'm going to make myself look really bad asking this or saying this out loud, but I don't care enough. Is pop solo performance... Okay, I take it back, actually. I already answered my own question. Never mind.
What?
I was thinking it was a music video because the music video is so good. And then because it's performance... And then I realized that's dumb because it would be music video, and I don't know why I'm saying that. But that's kind of why I was saying I thought she would win that, because I was thinking the anti-hero music video is so good.
But honestly, in my opinion, like, I think that's the one. Pop solo performance is the one that, in my opinion, Billie Eilish is the shoe-in for. Um,
Yeah, if we're not taking the music video into account, I agree with you on that.
because it's so like description just says new vocal or instrumental pop recording singles or tracks only. But to me, like we were talking earlier, the way Billie Eilish sings that song is the reason that song is so like.
It's and for Taylor's, it's more about the overall aesthetic with her album and her song, but it's the lyrics. Whereas Billie's is more about the moment that's happening with the song. So I do agree that I think Billie will get record, pop solo, and whoever else will get pop duo group performance. I don't think she's gonna win for Karma. But I think album, song, and possibly pop vocal album. But I'm clowning for album and song.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I think if she gets album, I think pop to me like it is like, yeah, you know what I mean? And I think she will get album. So
do you think?
I'm sorry. Like what's yeah, I do think she can. I mean, just truthfully, I think she can. The big one that like I hear people talking about are SOS.
Yeah.
And Lana Del Rey.
Lana, I can see also. Okay, someone who said it starts at 8 tomorrow, Grammys, Eastern, and I will definitely be clowning before that to watch for red carpet.
The one reason someone just was talking about pop duo, and just really fast, that's also the one that it's Ghost in the Machine is nominated for, SZA with Phoebe Bridgers.
So that's as good, nearly, but I mean, I'm biased. I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, but yeah, I don't think that song's as good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like we both are probably a bit biased towards Taylor, but I do think genuinely that she has lyrically and Billboard alone, she takes the cake on many of these areas. It will be on Paramount Plus for whoever asked. Yes. It'll be live and on demand, Paramount Plus and Showtime subscribers. Sorry, I saw a few people ask that, and I'm sure some people.
We both agree that she'll win at least 3. Yeah.
2 or 3 is what I'm planning for, and if she got more than that, I would just be shocked and happy.
I just really want album of the year and also record of the year because I know she wants it.
Song of the year, you mean?
Is that the one song of the year for the songwriters?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Record is the one that's like the whole producer, writer, everything. But song of the year is like really the songwriter. Yeah. And she hasn't won.
Yeah.
She's gotten 7 nominations in the past, and she hasn't won.
Yeah.
I wonder how snubbed she'll feel if she didn't win this one. I just had the most intrusive thought. Does that happen to you sometimes?
An intrusive thought? Yeah.
Like,
oh, no, don't do it.
I've never acted on my intrusive thoughts except yesterday I chewed on the bubble little things for my friendship bracelet. Yeah, I think song of the year and album of the year. So for those of you that don't know, Grammys start tomorrow, 8 p.m. It'll be live on cable. I don't think she's strong. Listen to Not Strong Enough by Boy Genius. I don't think it's a competition with Boy Genius, but I will listen. Don't worry. And then it starts at 8 p.m. What else was I going to say? Paramount Plus. If you don't have cable, if you're out of the U.S., you can get a VPN
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be doing a watch party. I won't be showing the show because I'm not making that mistake again.
I'll probably pop in if you're doing I'll come say hi.
Okay. Are you gonna watch the whole night? 8 to whatever?
Probably.
Here, do you guys want to see? They have a list of the order of Grammys order of they did it for the Golden Globes. Here we go. This is the order nomination they'll go through. Hold on, let me make sure I click on the right one. They usually go in order of what this is listed on their site. I don't know if they will. Does anyone know if they've changed that this year? Record of the year, album of the year. No, maybe not. This is not.
Album is always last, isn't it? That's all I know for sure.
They did it different this year. Huh.
And where to watch the ceremonies. Sorry, people are asking about the red carpet, so I'm trying to find it.
Oh yeah. I think the red carpet starts an hour and a half before.
Okay, so on
6:30.
E, yeah, 6 p.m. on E Eastern time.
Mm-hmm. 6. Okay, 6 E. 6 on E, and then E News. Someone said, wait. Faith said the Grammys don't pay attention to any sort of streams, so streams aren't counted into the award.
No, but Billboard, listen, they're not counted, right? Like, it's not like a votes thing, but it's people voting. So, like, that's what I mean is, like, when I'm talking about her landing those 10 midnight songs on the charts, like, that's charts. You know what I mean?
For an album. Yeah. That's huge. I agree.
Yeah.
I wonder what order they're going to do. And does anyone know if there's a better list? That one on the Grammys website didn't look right. The Golden Globes had a list on their site of what order the show went in for the winners being announced.
Times. Let's see.
Once upon a time, I believed it was a Tuesday when I caught your eye. Yeah, I feel like I hold on to the night. You looked me in the eye and told me you.
Order of events. That's what we want.
Because it seems to me this thing is breaking down me. Order of events. Thank you. Hey, Catherine. Okay, yeah, album and song are towards the end. Mm-hmm. Usually. Someone said it's not always, but usually I'd say. Here we go. Here. 4 days ago. Here's from the Hollywood Reporter they posted. Order of events. What's today? The 3rd? Yeah. Sure. Oh man, really? They said they won't be released until tomorrow.
Oh, the order of events?
I guess.
That's weird.
Yeah, just the week schedule is out so far.
Well, that would be why we had a hard time finding it.
Because if it was out there, don't you think it would come up?
Yeah.
It would have had to have come up by now. Because the order on their site doesn't look right. Because album and song are the first ones, and they're definitely not announcing them first.
I know someone said I thought the album of the year was always last. That's the thing.
I'm not good enough about remembering that stuff.
Just like on the Oscars, like they always do. What is it?
Well, they know that people are waiting for those, so they're gonna keep you watching for the whole program.
Right.
E News is on cable, yes. Yeah, Journey.
Live.grammy.com will have the red carpet.
Oh, someone said, fun fact, you'll like this. Trav is headed to Vegas tomorrow from Kansas City, and his flight is flight number 1989. Is that true?
No. There was the airlines numbered flights from KC to Vegas 1989. Delta and maybe American. But that's cute. So cute. Sorry, I'm not trying to make a stank face. No, you're not. But it's not. But you're saying it's not this specific. It's that same route. Yeah. KC to Vegas. I just want to say, with all of the 13s for Vegas. I know. I'm sorry. That's this okay, but did you guys see the video with more of because there was that one video that went viral where everyone's like, the 13s, yeah, we all kind of knew that. But there was one person that went even deeper into some of them, and it was insane how many 13s there are. It's too much. To be honest, it's too much. Just the fact that this is her 13th game is too much. All of this has been so serendipitous. If you guys haven't seen the movie Serendipity, it's really, really good. And it's obviously an early 2000s rom-com, late 90s. Yeah, they're very millennial rom-com like we were talking about. Although I don't think that guy is attractive at all, so I didn't like it that much because he's annoying. But yeah, I will say I think tomorrow will be really fun. 2001. God, can you believe that? No. I'm too old. I know, I am too old. Okay, so tomorrow we'll do a live watch party, watch the Grammys. I will, not JoJo and I, unless you want to. I'll come in your live and I'll just come hang out. Yeah. And then we'll watch the Grammys. Remember, you guys can watch for both people watching with JoJo and here. You guys can watch the Grammys tomorrow at E! News. You said 6 p.m. Eastern, right? Yeah.
E-News, 6 p.m. Eastern if you have cable. If you don't, I think it is streamed live on E-News's online platforms. And there will be some other coverages from other independent media groups that will be going live on their socials for that. So there will be multiple opportunities to watch, but you guys just have to kind of keep up with that. And then the show itself starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And again, like JoJo was saying, album of the year is almost always near the end, if not the end. So we'll have to watch the whole show to be able to see if Taylor wins one of the biggest awards that we want her to win, which is album and song of the year. I would argue, I think album of the year is more important for her. But I do want her to win song because she's been snubbed on it. Yeah, what else? Anything else we want to add before we go?
No.
We did good. I think we have good news going in tomorrow. If you get a voice message from me tomorrow and your text message is going, oh my God! I apologize.
Don't apologize. Never apologize. I want to hear that's part of why I'm not planning on like streaming during the Grammys, because I just want to be like, oh my God.
I know. Yes, and I will probably do, before we go live for the red carpet, I'll do some sub only for those of you that have been asking in the comments. I just saw some people say that. It's really fun. I've been doing some sub only lives and it's really nice. It just makes it
right.
It's no trolling. That was the benefit of sub only for a while, was the trolls. So I'm definitely enjoying that a lot, because it's just, my mods are like, I've never had to block one person. I haven't even had to leave one comment. Like, this is great.
They're like, oh, thank God.
The Eras Tour is going to be interesting, that's for sure. At 4 a.m., I'm going to be in this mood of like, don't mess with me because I'm tired and I need a coffee.
Right.
So that'll be fun.
Not enough coffee in the world right now.
It's too early for this shit. Yeah. Okay, I'll text you tomorrow and we'll get some good sleep tonight, and we are excited. Everybody,
it's going to be so much fun!
We're going to have, I hope we get fed tomorrow as much as we did at the Golden Globes, which I'm sure we will. Put all your predictions in. If you guys want to chat about anything else tomorrow during the live message.
Manifest it.
Manifest a music video. Ugh. But if it doesn't happen, she can do whatever she wants. I'll be happy. I'm just saying, it would be fun to receive a little something, something. You know, just a little bit of...
A little cookie crumb. Please, Taylor.
Just give us... We've been teased. Now go stand in the corner and think we've been in the corner. So we've been in the corner. So take us out of the damn corner. So anyway. Okay. I love you as usual.
Love you.
It's so fun talking to you. I'll chat with you later. Bye, you guys. Thanks for watching with us.
Bye. Love y'all.
I'm like turning my mic off and like, okay.
I know. Bye.
Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye. Love you guys.